Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another admin tutorial. Now this one is going to be TNTRun and has been suggested by Jotwa1. Now this tutorial is coming out a little bit later than normal because I had an well, not unexpected, but a fun arrival in my life this week. My son was born on Monday, so I've been out of the house all week caring for him and my wife, his mom, and yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing these weekly. So if you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button because I try to do these every week. And if you have a suggestion for one you'd like me to do, like Jotwa did, feel free to post it below. I take notes on those and give you a shout out if I use them. Now, this one is made by Chev Chicken. And if you ever played on Hypixel, the TNTRun, it's kind of like a variation of Spleef, an automatic Spleef. It's a lot of fun. So now this one is really cool. There's some dependencies on it. It does say optional on the page, but I would highly recommend using BarAPI so it will show you the stuff above your screen while the game is going, like players till it starts, countdown, all that stuff. Very handy, otherwise it'll do it in the chat. The other one that's optional, as it says on the page, is WorldEdit. However, at the moment, the built-in selection system is not working, so WorldEdit is kind of like a hard dependency at the moment. Also note how to do it with the in-game setup in case the author gets that sorted out soon. The other dependency is Vault if you want to do money rewards for winning. So let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is do tr setup, if I can spell, set lobby. So this is where everybody's going to be teleported to once the game is done, and it's looking down on our little arena. So the next thing we need to do is we need to set the arena area. So let's do, so you need to get this wand out. If you haven't used WorldEdit, I highly recommend checking out my tutorial on that because this it's going to be used a lot. So we're going to do /wand and then that'll give you this axe here. Otherwise you can get it from your inventory. So we're going to left click first position down there. And then we're going to go down here. So make sure you're setting the overall arena size. So be sure to take a block outside of the arena. So we're going to right click there. And then that is going to be the arena. So if anybody wanders outside of that arena during the game, it will warp them back to the lobby and they lose. So tr setup create, and we're just going to call this one tutorial. And then then we're going to do set arena tutorial. So bounds are set. Now, the next thing that you want to do is set the lose level. So that's the level that if they fall past it, they're going to lose. So we're going to, these gold ones are the lose level. So we're going to left click and right click like we did before. And then you go tr, tr, setup. See, that's kind of the commands that we're using. Setup, set, lose, level, tutorial. So let's do that. So there's the lose level set. So that's going to be setting how far they have to fall. So we've been using WorldEdit to select the bounds of it, but if the in-game selection is working, that's going to be tr setup, and then you do set p1, and that's going to be wherever you're looking is that first selection, then 2 for the second. So instead of left clicking, right clicking, you do p1 and p2 on that. So we've set the lose level. So now let's set the game levels. So let's start with 1. So you can put, this is how you can put multiple levels in it. As you can see, we've already selected these. Now the thing about this is if you select this, this level is going to be TNT and then it's going to be sand on top of it. Now also it's going to start with setting it in here. So this is going to be, so there's going to be one wide gap. So if you want it to go all the way to the wall, you need to select a spot back there, but we're not going to do that. We'll do that for the bottom one, but tr setup, set game level tutorial, that's the arena name, remember, and then 1. So now game level set. So now you can see what we've done here is the TNT, and then it's got the gap on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and we'll get back to you when we set the one at the bottom here. Okay, so here we are at the bottom, and we're actually going to do this just so you guys can see it being set. So we're going to set that, and we can leave that open. I think we can leave that open because that'll be basically, no, we got to close that. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and close this side here. And I'm just using the emerald blocks to show you guys where I'm marking. You don't need those there. And then we just hit up and then 5. So now that filled it all the way completely in there. Time, set, day. So that's how you set the arena. Now, if you want to set that to be a cylinder, you can create the cylinder and then just be sure to select the areas outside of it so that when it fills in the entire cylinder. So think of like a cookie cutter in the middle here, or you can just set it like this and then you can create the cylinder afterwards. Like I could just do the H sil and then the size and all that stuff. But you guys can figure that one out. Okay, so there's a few commands that you can do to modify a few things in the game. So if we do tr setup set max players, and then the user, by default this is 6, so we can up that to 10 if we want, max player set, and then you can change that to min as well. And we're gonna do 1 because when I test, by default it's 2. Then you could set your vote percentage. You can set the time limit, you can set the countdown. I'll put a list of all the commands here as well. And then the last bit is you can set the money rewards. Now, if you, like I said before, if you want to use money rewards, you got to use Vault. Okay, so then the last thing you can do is you can you could change the delay on how quickly these get destroyed. Now, by default it's 2, but if you have kind of server, just to account for some possible lag and stuff, you're going to do set game level destroy delay tutorial, and then I just upped it to 4. You could up that even longer if you'd like, and then I'll set destroy delay. So then if you don't want to use the money, or if you want to use Vault, what you want to do is you can even set just item rewards. So you want to put in your inventory the items that you want them to get, and then you do tr setup set items rewards tutorial. There we go. So item rewards is set, and keep in mind that the command is an S for items and then rewards on the S. So then the last bit is, if you are done, you can set your spawn. So we're up at the top level, so we're just gonna do the middle. So tr setup set spawn tutorial, and there is your spawn point for anybody starting. And then we're gonna do finish and arena saved and enabled. So you can always disable your arenas so that people can't use them, like if you're modifying them or whatever. You can do tr setup disable and then the arena name, or delete or enable to re-enable them. And let's get into the sign stuff. Let's go up here. Let's go into lobby here and set the signs. These are really easy to do. I love this plugin. It's so easy to use. And then you just do TNTRun for the first one with brackets on each side. Do brackets join, and then tutorial. So then you could do this for join, leave, or vote, and then it's automatically going to do that. And let's do TNTRun. Oops. And leave, which having it up here would not be helpful at all. And then you can do voting for each arena here. And then yeah, so you could put these signs in your arena, I believe, and then it would you can vote to start the arena, which then once it gets over 75% of the votes, it would then automatically start the arena. Couple permission nodes to note. Not a whole lot. Everything kind of works by default. By default, everybody can use these commands. Everybody can use these commands as well: the lobby, list, join, leave. And but if you want people to not be able to use these commands and only use the signs, that's kind of a big one. And you would do TNTRun.only sign join, and then people will only be able to join arenas by clicking the signs, which is I think, kind of a cool feature. And I personally don't like it where people can just run commands wherever they are to join. So if you have this mini game on a survival server or something like that, you can make it so they have to click the sign to join, which is really cool. And then admins, if you want people to be able to modify the arenas, set them up and all that stuff, then they would need TNTRun.setup, and that's all they would need. Let's go ahead and show you what it looks like here. I'm going to join the arena, which, since I am the only one, there's our bar.api. You can see that at the top, and I'm the only one, so I'm going to both lose and win at the same time, which is kind of funny. So I won the game since I was the last one, and the time limit is 180 seconds. Like I said, you can modify that stuff with some of the commands I posted there. Be sure to check the links in the gibbles below for the author's page. So if you found this helpful, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. I'll do my best to answer them, but you're probably best to go to the link in the gibbles and go to the author's page and post it there. So this is Kaz from McFriends, reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless. What?
Giant pillar.
Oh! Oh! Oh my! No, no, no! Oh my. I'm gonna...